After sitting in a bag for a few months, I am pulling out my Cricut Infusible ink items. Today we're going to try the markers. And I'm doing the round Cricut coasters. So this is what I want to put on each one of them. I'm going to have the Cricut machine draw it, and then I'm going to color them in. So I'm going to go over to Make It. I didn't walk through the steps on how to get these images on here because that would be another video. So make sure you have it on Draw and on Cut. Now, to give me a little bit more room in the end, I am just going to move this, remembering that it is going on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. That is because in order for this to work, you need to be using laser copy paper. So make sure what you have is laser and not inkjet. So I'm happy with that, and I'm going to mirror this. There we go. Push continue. And look for the materials. So I'm going to go to Browse All, Paper, and it is copy paper that we're using. It's actually laser copy paper we're using. So we're going to do that. It tells me to load the black pen into clamp A, my knife into B, and to push it. Okay, so let's first get our marker into the marker holder. Remember to be using actual laser copy paper. That's a must. So, since I just got this, I do have to open it. Normally I'd use my blue mat. This mat's so well used I can get away with it. So I'm going to have it set up this way on my mat. So just put that down. And as it says, we are going to load it into the mat, like so. And when it says to go, we're just going to push go. Now we're going to let it draw for us. So as you can see, it is drawing the images that I want. Okay, now that I have my images printed out, I am going to go ahead with some of the other colors and I'm going to color them in. I really don't think you want to watch me do this. So once I get it all colored in to where I like it, I will be back. Okay, so I have all of my coasters here. I need to get, okay, so what I've done is I've gotten a piece of the butcher paper that comes in the packages. So I've got that. And, okay, I now believe I have everything that we need. So, we have the coaster. And it tells me to shoot my dog. No. To get the mat. There's my mat. It tells me to put a piece of cardstock on the mat, which I've done. It tells me then to get my coaster, and I'm going to put it upside down on the mat. I was going to put my butcher block paper on it. It said to heat up my easy press to 400 degrees, and we're going to set the timer to a big number. Very big number. Be careful. Don't touch the bottom, it's hot. Keep going. Now this is what you have to do for the coasters. "240 seconds is what it wants. So we're going to go ahead and lay this on top, let go, and push go. You're not needing to touch it, it says, at all. And we'll see what happens. Okay, so it is done. Now we're just going to lift it off and be extremely careful because that is very, very hot. Very hot. So what I'm going to do is just leave it actually. So while that cools, let me show you how I attached this. So here's our coaster. There's two sides, a shiny side and the flat side. You're going to attach it to the shiny side. And you're going to do it with your image down. Okay? And you're going to use the transfer or the tape to hold it in place. Let me just get a pair of scissors I just put away. And with that, you're going to place your picture and anchor it down with the tape. Make sure it was nice and tight. At the same time, I went around the whole thing. So it doesn't move. You don't want your image to move. Okay, so I've transferred it or tape my transfer. There. Remember, my transfer is just laser paper, laser copy paper that I have printed on. So once again, that's still very hot. I'm very carefully going to lift it and just move it over to the side. See, you get a transfer, and that's why they say to put it on the paper. So we're going to set up another one while that one cools in that corner, and I'm going to put this one in this corner. So remember, image down, so upside down. Here's your image. Put it down on the piece of cardstock, which is on your mat. Cover it with the butcher paper. If you don't have butcher paper, I am sure parchment paper will do the same thing. Have your easy press at 400 degrees. Put it down. Have it for 240 seconds and push go. Okay, so I think that was all of them. That one's done, that one's done, those two are done. So now, oh, there's two pieces of paper there. One of the most important things, because this is very, very, very hot, let it cool. Don't touch it, don't do anything. Even this is still warm, but, well, no, it's not. So let's go and reveal. I am going to lift, keep it away from both of us so we don't, no one gets a peek until we do it at the same time. So just pull your transfer tape, or the tape, the adhesive, the tape that kept it in place. Oh my goodness. And pull your transfer away. There's the transfer still. Probably could use it again, I wonder. And 1, 2, 3. Wow. There's our coaster. That's so cool. Wow. I'm amazed. Absolutely, absolutely amazed. I just may have found one of my favorite things now. Okay, this one seems cool enough. So let's try it. Still a little warm, but I'm sure if we're careful. So we're going to lift the transfer, the tape. Yeah, it's still got quite a warm spot there, so I really shouldn't be doing this yet, but I'm going to. So very carefully lift it off. There's the transfer. And there's the coaster. Wow. Let me just get that last piece of tape that folded on off. Oops. Pulled some of the tape off. Paint. No, it didn't. Now that is cool. So it went from a drawing on a piece of paper to an absolute permanent coaster. Is that one? There's that one, which was this. And those ones are still way too hot. So once I can, I'll show pictures of them.